If you're holding security on a threat, on a door, on dead space, on a person, your gun should be pointed at whatever it is. Throw that somewhere else, please. Okay. Your gun should be pointed at whatever it is you're holding on. If you are not holding security on anything, your gun should be at low ready. Okay? So this is really clear body language. That means I'm not holding security. I don't see anything. I am just looking for work. Really, really clear body language. If you're holding security, your gun's pointed. If you're not holding security, your gun is at low ready or high ready. All right, talking about the door. The reason I bring this up is because one of the things that we do when doing CQB is we hold security on a door. When you hold security on a door, you've got to figure out a couple of things. You have to figure out where the hinges are, which way the door opens. In the real world, if you see hinges, like if I look at this door and I see hinges, this door opens like this, right? And so if I'm going to hold security on a door that opens outwards, well, it's not going to be from this side of the door. Why do you think I wouldn't hold security from right here if the door opens out? Anybody?
You get hit in the face with a door.
Yeah, the big thing is you're not actually going to see anything.
You won't get any sights inside.
Yeah, you're not going to see anything. If the door opens, as the door starts opening, I can't see anything. So if the door opens out, you're never going to hold security from the hinge side. That's a bad place to hold security. You're always going to hold security from this side. Even if your whole team is over here doing something over here that way, you're not going to hold security on this side. You're always going to hold security on that side. If the door opens out, okay? If the door opens in, well, you're going to flip it. If the door opens inwards, like if the door opens like this, how much can Mob see? Nothing. But I can see first into the room, right? So you're going to hold security from this side. The idea is you want to hold security on the side of the door that allows you to see first into the room. First light into the room or the crack into the room, whatever it may be. And so you hold security from this side. The weird thing about ready or not is the doors open both ways. Kind of unrealistic, but they open both ways. And so if a suspect is going to, if an AI suspect is going to walk out of this room, which way is the door going to open?
Towards you.
Left.
Yeah, it's going to open towards you. And so if we're just, for our purposes, if we're just holding security on a door, we hold it from handle side. Because again, the suspect is going to, let me close that. The suspect's going to walk out of this room like this. And if you're on that side of the door, you're not going to actually see anything because the door is going to just hit you in the face, right? And so for our purposes on ready or not, if we're just holding security, we are going to hold it from the handle side, always the handle side. If we're actually going to start working the door, like this is a room we're going to make entry into, well, now the door is going to open inwards when we open it. And so you have to have someone holding security from the hinge side as well. So just keep that in mind. If we're not working the door, if we're just posting up security, Mob can stay right there and he's holding security. And I can be over here dealing with this suspect, you know, hands on, whatever. And Mob is holding security right there. That's fine. But as soon as we are about to make entry into this room, we've got to have someone on the hinge side because they're going to see first into the room. All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about actions at the door. Let me get someone. 6-1, why don't you come over here? Mob, get off the door and you can just watch. If 6-1 is here. Yes, okay. All right, so let's pretend we're gonna, 6-1's holding security. Like I said, you hold security from the handle side. So he's doing his best. He's holding security. And I decide as the number 2 man that we're gonna work this door next. And so what I need to do is I need to get him to the other side of the door. The way I'm gonna do that is through a couple of steps. First step is I'm gonna look back to make sure we've got all the people that we need. By default, we only need 2 people to make entry, but let's say we needed 3 or 4. I need to look back and make sure I have 3 or 4 people. And so for training purposes, always look back, even if we're only doing 2-man entries. For training purposes, always look back, make sure you got the people you need. Once you figure that out, you're gonna give him a squeeze. You're gonna fill into his spot. He's gonna make his way to the other side of the door. Okay, so let's come back, show that again. Again, I'm gonna look back, make sure I got the people, give him a squeeze. He's gonna come off, make room for me. Again, we want to hold security on the handle side, so I need to be here. And we're going to come off, and now we're going to start working this door. Now, since whenever he's on the strong side of the door, he's going to see first into the room when I open it. So he's kind of in charge of this breach. He's going to tell me when to peek. He does that by giving me a nice barrel wave like that. And so I'll peek. And then he's going to look for people, then look for traps. And then he's going to do the same thing. He's going to give me a nice barrel wave. And then I'm going to open that door. Now, the person who sees first in the room pies first. He saw first into the room because he's on the strong side, the hinge side. So he pies first. I'm going to pie second. The thing with pieing is you want to pie to about 50% of the room plus 10. So you want to see a little bit over half of the room and then go back. And that's what you do whenever you're pie. Now, one of us has to make entry. One of us has to be first into the room. Who do you think is going to be first into the room?
The one who has the most work to do.
Okay, so you could say the one who has most work to do can go into the room first. I know a lot of teams do that. For us, it's very simple. The person who saw first into the room is first into the room. And so 6-1 saw first into the room. He pied first. He is going to be first. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my gun at low ready, and he is going to be first into the room. Boom, just like that. Cool. And we'll talk about what to do in the room afterwards, but now we're just focused on actions at the door. All right. Don't want to overload you too much, but I'll give you one more thing. If I see there's a person here and I want to go first, there are a couple ways I can signal that. One, I could just not give up the angle. And when I say give up the angle, I mean go to low ready. I could just not do that. Two, I could start doing one of these. And that tells him I want to go first. And maybe he'll give it up. And then we'll make entry, right? Or three, some people do this thing. And that lets the other person know, hey, I want to go first. Same deal. And then we'll make entry. Right? Ultimately, it's up to 6-1. He's number one into the room. He saw first into the room. And so I could do this all day. But if he doesn't want me to go first, then it's his choice. He can either respond or just do that. Cool? We don't need to worry about requesting. I'm just letting you know as an option. If you're looking at a guy with a gun, deal with that guy. But if you really want to go first, there's a way you can ask to go first, and the other person might give it to you. But by default, number one man goes first. All right, let's let the new guys practice. All right, so yeah, two of you go. Mod and cloud, perfect. All right, we're gonna start in a single stack like 6-1 and I started. So go to the other side. There you go. Good job. Start from a closed door. All right. Clouds, your gun should be pointed. You're holding security. There you go. Your gun exactly where it should be. Should be at low ready because you're not holding anything. All right. Get started. All right. You need to get in. Get your gun up. You're pointing now. There you go. You're holding security. Okay. So Mob, you're on the handle side, right? So you're opening the door for him. There you go. Peek first, because in Ready or Not, that we have to deal with traps. Kind of dumb, but it's whatever. You got to deal with it. So peek first.
Oh. You open the yeah. Wait, go ahead. Open the door.
Come back. All right, so you made a little mistake there. All right. 6-1, come up here again. Actually, man, I wish I had. All right, we'll just pretend. Where you at? Yeah, come up again. All right, so I'm gonna pretend we're gonna do what you did, and so 6-1, just go whenever you're ready. What if do you see the problem with that?
He was high ready.
Well, some people go high ready whenever they're making entry because you can't fit your whole gun. You have a body with a gun with a suppressor, you can't fit the whole thing. So some people go to high ready before they, as they're trying to get through the door like this. That's fine. The problem is I didn't go low ready before he made entry. And so if I'm like over here and I'm looking at a body and he decides to just go in, I could end up shooting him on accident. See the problem? Okay, so
yes.
Right. So we don't want to do that. Whenever we go into the room, we need to make sure the other person is definitely at low ready. Right. And so don't go in until the other person's at low ready, because they may be dealing with a threat, and they might just shoot you as you're walking in front of their barrel. Don't walk in front of people's barrels. And I mean, think about firearm safety rules. Don't point your gun at anything you don't want it to destroy. You know, I feel like in video games we kind of give that up and we just point our guns at people. Let's try not to do that. So all right, 2 guys. I think it was Cloud and Mod.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah, let me close the door. Stand by. Gun up. All right, so you're waving your barrel, but he's not giving it to you. And so he's first no matter what. And so
Yeah.
you can wave your barrel all day, but he might not let you go first.
Or I'm signaling to him
just-
to go.
You have to
telling
be.
him to
No. You need to. Your gun is pointed, right? He's not
Yeah.
gonna. There you go. He's not gonna walk in front of your barrel. All right. Come on out. One more thing. One more thing that I would recommend you do is, especially because what you ended up doing is, and I want you guys to spot the mistake. Go back on the wall, 6-1. Come here. Come up one more time. All right. So you go first, 6-1. I'll give you the angle. Tell me what we do wrong here. What I do wrong?
You didn't. Right when you enter the room, you didn't stay. You didn't go high ready.
Okay, so it's close. It's very difficult to see, but come on out, 6-1. What I did was, and here's what was wrong. I waited for him to make entry before I started moving. So he was in this threshold before I even got my foot start moving. And so, like, how many seconds is he in the room by himself? Go ahead and get 6-1.
Like
At least a
5
second,
seconds.
right? He's in the room at least a second. And so whenever, and I don't do this so much anymore because I'm pretty good at judging it, but for people who are just starting and trying to judge time, I'd recommend whenever you go low ready, just cheat up to the door a little bit. And that way you can be right behind him. Go ahead, 6-1. And as he's moving, I'm moving too, right? I want to start moving before he gets to the threshold. And so as soon as I see him moving, I'm coming out a little bit. There it is. And now I'm right behind him, like literally right behind him, right? And so don't wait for them to get in the threshold before you start moving. That's that's too much time. So one more time, try again. We'll get the other guy.
Do I have to go again?
No,
Yeah.
no. Let the other guy, ADATS, go, and then I'll go with you here in a second.
Okay.
Get your gun up, mob.
Mercy.
Yeah.
That was better. All right. Good. All right, me and you, Clouds. That was good. That was good. Yeah, you can be behind me.
All right.
Murph's gonna
Gun up, gun up, gun up, gun up.
your channel.
Oops.
Okay. Good. All right, good job. So that's actions at the door. All that's outside of the room. We're not really going to deal with inside of the room stuff just yet. But one more thing I want to cover is corner fed rooms. So dealt with center fed rooms. Let's deal with corner fed rooms. Let me get someone to come and demo this with me. It doesn't matter who. Probably someone who's not a recruit. All right, 6-1. It is. It is you. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. Look back, make sure I got the people I need, give him the squeeze. He's going to start making his way over. I'm filling in. There it is. He's on the other side. I'm waiting for him. So a couple things that we did were different here is I, as the second guy, didn't pie. And the reason I didn't pie is because I looked and I saw a wall. And so I just kind of leaned out a little bit to make sure that wall continued. And as soon as I saw that the wall continued, that this was a corner fed room, I checked up without pieing. Because, I mean, if I pie, what am I really going to see? I mean, I'm not going to see anything. I'm going to see everything that 6-1 sees. All right, so I'm not getting any new information. 6-1's going to see basically the whole room. And so as soon as I look and see that's corner fed, I'm checking up. And then 6-1, he's going to finish his pie and notice that, oh, he's already checked up. Must be corner fed. Then he's going to make entry. So that's the difference between center fed, corner feds is you're not going to pie if you're just looking at a wall. It's no point. All right, so recruits. Mob and clouds. Get up there. Same side. Start on the same side again.
Ghost, I have an idea. I can go with ADAT so you can spectate.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, wait for him to do that barrel nod. There it is. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, just work on that timing is what I'd say. I'm not going to go back over that, but you were still a little bit behind. All right, ADAT's in. Whoever said that they were
the second man?
the second.
Okay.
Job. Okay. He was at low ready whenever you made entry, but just I would say wait for sure for him to be at low ready because I think he started moving right as he was doing that. All right, so that is actions. That is actions at the door. Let's talk about what we're gonna do when we get in the room. Okay, so for the recruits.
Ghost, can we go back to the lobby? And
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
All right. Anyway, go ahead and hop into this center fed room. We'll talk about what we do once we're in the room. We'll just pretend that that wall is not there. We're not going to worry about working the wall right now. Yeah, so go ahead, Mod, Sosa, all you guys into the center fed room right here. ADAS, you go into.
Ghost, I can light this wall.
Say again?
I can light it. You know. Make a line of cam lights.
All right, so we'll talk about what we do once we get into the room. Let me get who all is here. Let me get 6-1 if he's in here.
Yeah, well, coming.
All right, so we'll pretend that we've already done the door stuff. Because I just want to show you what we do once we get into the room. And so I'll explain it first. Whenever we go into this room, we're going to clear our hard corners, and then we're going to scan around to about 1 meter off of our buddy, or 16 inches off of his barrel, whatever. But about 1 meter off of our buddy's body, and then we're going to scan to our next threat. Okay? And so I'll just request this. Okay? So we're making entry. Hard corner first. Scan all the way around to about 1 meter off of their barrel. And then our very next threat, which, for either of us would be over here. But, so that's important. What a lot of people will do is they will make entry and then they'll hit their hard corner, but then they'll stop right here. Why stop right here? There could be a person with a gun over here that you didn't see, right? And so continue scanning. If there's a shoot threat, then stop at the shoot threat, shoot them, and then continue your scan. Right? And so that's how that goes. Hard corner, Scan, scan, scan. Maybe there's a shoot threat, bang, bang, bang. And then scan, scan, scan. Another shoot threat, bang, bang, bang. And then scan, scan, scan. Meter off my partner's body. And then next threat. Cool? So make sure you do that. Hard corner. Don't forget your corner. Don't forget to scan all the way. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Another thing, whenever you make entry into the room, we're aiming for about 3 feet off of the door. So about 3 to 5 feet off of the threshold, which is essentially another door length. We're not trying to run the entire wall. We will eventually do that at once we decide to, but just for the initial entry, we're stopping about 3 feet off of the threshold. And then we can decide to move once we figure out what dead space we need to work and stuff. And there are reasons for that I'm not going to get into. All right. So you guys come out, start from the very beginning. We've got to walk Sosa through some stuff anyway. And then work on your actions in the room with your scans and stuff. All right. So Sosa, I'll give you a demo real quick of what we're going to do. Let me get 6-1 in front as well.
I was watching the stream though.
Oh, okay, perfect. You guys do it. And so I'm gonna group Sosa and Mob up, and I'm gonna group Cloud and ADAX. You guys are gonna be a group. Start on the same side. Go from the beginning. So you guys are group 1, and the other group will be group 2. Nope, start on the same side. Yep, go back. All right, let me walk you through it. Again, I don't blame it. You weren't here. I know it's different to watch, but you weren't here. All right, Mob, your gun's pointed. You're holding security. Your gun's perfect. Whenever you're ready to work this door, Mob eventually needs to get to this side. And so the way you're going to do that is you're going to give him a squeeze. Once you give him the squeeze via tappy, he's going to move off the wall, and you're going to fill in and pick up security, and he's going to move all the way to the other side. Okay? You know how to give... All right. Let's give it a go. Nope, go back. All right, 6-1, come up. All right, you guys come off the wall. Yeah, come off the wall. I'm just gonna show you, because I can explain it or you can watch. All right, so again, what we're gonna do? Gonna look back, make sure I got the people I need. Then I'm gonna give him a tap via tappy. He's gonna come off the wall. I'm gonna slide in and make security. Right, so I'm not gonna go around him. I'm just going to pick up security, and then we're going to start working the door. He's going to give me a nod. Boom, there it is. I'm going to peek. He's going to give me another nod once he sees there's no traps. I'm going to open it. He pies first. I pie second. And then since he saw first into the room, he goes first. Boom. That's how it's done. All right?
Okay, but this guy doesn't have it.
He doesn't have tappy?
No.
Just say squeeze then. Say squeeze.
All right.
That's fine. All right.
Squeeze.
Nope, come back. All right, so there was actually a couple things. There were a couple things I saw that I was wondering if I should bring up or not for the sake of time, but go back to this side. All right, Mob, pick up security on the door where you were. You guys continue. Yeah. Come on back, Sosa. All right, your gun is checked. Your gun is, and what I mean when I say checked, I mean your gun's at low ready, Sosa. Your gun's pointed at the door because you're holding security, right? You don't need to hold security on the door. He's holding security on the door. That's his work. Don't steal his work from him. Okay? So let him hold security. And then you're going to look back again to make sure you've got the bodies. And then you'll say squeeze since you don't have tappy. And he's going to come off the wall to let you slot in, right? So go ahead and work that.
Squeeze.
There it is. Now get your gun up and point it at the door. All right. Perfect. He's going to give you that barrel wave. Then you'll peek. You guys did that right. So let's just open the door. All right. So you'll pie first, Mob. Okay. You'll pie second. Okay. Now, Mob is on the strong side of the door. He was on the hinge side. He saw first into the room, so he's going to go first. So you need to put your gun at low ready, so you're not pointing your gun at him whenever he makes entry into the room. There it is. So he goes first, you go second. All right. Good. Now let's work that, and I'll actually watch your room entries.
Squeeze.
Nice. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good. Good. Okay, Mob, that was a little weird because you looked this way. You actually didn't look at your corner when you made entry. You looked this way. At least that's what
Okay.
I saw on my screen.
Yeah, I
And then
did.
you look this way, and I don't even know if you actually cleared your corner. And so whenever you make entry, don't worry about that way. Just worry about the way you're looking. Worry about this way, hard corner, then scan across, and then over here. Okay? All right, next group.
Yep.
Good job. Nice. Now back off whenever you open that door. You don't want your gun to be sticking out. There you go. Good.
Lower your rifle gun.
There it is. Good job. Scan all the way across, ADATs. Remember, don't stop here. Scan. There you go. Good. And remember, you don't have to push super far into the room, right? So let me show you where you were. You were right here. And if you're right here versus right here, and your partner's scanning to a meter off of your body, you're cutting off his field of fire. The deeper you move into the room, the more you're cutting off your partner's field of fire. So 1, stay close to the wall. And 2, you don't have to move so far away from the door. Eventually, you are going to start working this, and you are going to start moving like this, but you don't need to do that initially, especially while your partner's doing their scan. They might scan into you. That's not good. All right, come on out. All right, let's talk about dead space in a room. So we need to keep it moving here. All right, let's go to this room here. Everybody can come in and take a look, see what we got going on in this room. All right, so in this room, what I want us to take notice of is there is dead space that we do have to clear. Okay, we are going to pretend that this door does not exist. This door is a wall. Okay, so that's the only thing we got to clear is that dead space. This door, a wall. All right, so let's start. Actually, you guys stay in the room. Let me demo this real quick. Let me demo it with 6-1. We'll sort of show you. All right, he's already ready. Cool. All right, so we're not going to do the whole door stuff, but you guys are still going to have to do the door stuff because we still got stuff to work on. Okay, moving.
Kind of work the whole room.
Yeah, we're going to work in the whole room, except for the door. No door. Door's out of play. Sorry, you weren't in here when I said that. Okay, last room. Clear last room. All right, so a couple of things there. Number one, whenever we came in, 6-1, he was over there. I was over here. Yeah, come back in. Let me walk through this. He was over there. I was over here. I could have scanned over here, but I went ahead and checked up. And the reason why I put my gun at low ready is because 6-1 has this, like if I'm looking at this corner, this is all I can see. 6-1 can see so much more. He can see all the way through there. And so there's no point in me having my gun pointed at this corner. He owns it all. He can see most of it. No one's going to sneak up on me. And so I'm looking at him, and I'm kind of going off of his movement. And so he's starting to work. I'm coming up off of this wall, and I'm going to stay about right here, and he's just going to work it. One of the things that I'll see is, I'll show you. So 6-1, let me pretend 6-1's working that. He's working that corner. One of the things I'll see is people will do stuff like this. And they'll think just because they're closer, they work it. But the bad thing, I mean, he's working it. He's got the superior angle, and I'm putting my. There could be a guy right here with a knife, and I'm coming out, and this guy's gonna grab my gun and pull me in and drag me into this dead space, right? Let the person who has distance work it, because he can see more of it anyway. Again, all I can see is this. I can't see any further than that, but he can see the whole thing. So that's how we work dead space. Typically, the person furthest from the dead space is gonna work it. And so if I'm there and he's here, I do my scan, and then I go to my very next threat, which is that he's checked up, he's looking at me. I like to use the whole room, and so I'm gonna give myself as much room as possible because I'm a good shot, and I'm hoping that the bad guys are not good shots. So the more distance I have, the better I have to win that gunfight. And I'm gonna just use distance to my, and then I'll check up once it's done. Remember, checking up means I've got nothing, so clear, and then we would call last room. I guess I should explain that. Last room means that this room is a dead end. It means that this room does not lead to any more rooms. That's what last room means for us. And so we'll either say clear, all clear, or we'll say clear last room. If we say all clear, it means that this room goes into another room. Like there's a door over here, or there's a door over here that we've got to work. When we say last room, it means this is a dead end. This room is the final room in a branch. Cool. All right, you guys get out. You work it.
In this case, do we say last room clear?
Where's
Yeah, we would say clear last room.
yeah,
say again?
I'm Clouds. So
right,
who's
so first
the guy that was with me? Oh wait, it's first group, my bad, sorry.
Yeah, first group go.
Okay, so it's not me.
Was I with it? No. I wasn't with ADEX. Was
It doesn't matter. You two go.
okay. Squeeze.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Good job on your scan. One thing I would say, ADATs, let's pause, is whenever you do that scan, again, you're going to scan to a meter off and then your very next threat. You don't have to scan all the way back because your next threat is right here, right? So a meter off of your partner and then next threat, which is you'll just stop right here. Cool?
Okay.
All right, keep going.
Cool.
All right, so you start moving up to about right there. You load that corner for him in case he decides that he needs help. He'll put you in. Yeah, stay on the wall, though. All right, so
Last
clear.
room.
There it is, last room. You can omit the clear. You can just say last room if you want.
Okay.
But good job. Good job. All right, next group. Oh, pause. Mom, did you clear your corner?
I don't think he did.
No.
Because whenever you made entry, it looked like you were looking this way. Look the direction you're going. You're going this way, clear this corner, and then scan over this way. Try again. You can start from the door open. Fine. Start from the door open. Yeah,
It's
there you go.
there. All right. You can go in.
Oh, alright.
There it is. Start moving up, right around there. Good job.
Last room.
Okay. And one
Yeah.
thing you need to do is make sure you clear seam to seam. I don't know if you saw the seam, but you want to see the seam of the walls touching before you call last room.
Alright.
All
Last room clear.
All right, cool. One more thing. Yes. before you come off your wall, make sure your other guy's set too. Like make sure he has scanned, because sometimes you're moving and your other guy's scanning, and he might think again you're a guy with a gun in the middle of the room, and that's not where good guys are. Good guys aren't in the middle of the room. Bad guys are in the middle of the room, right? So before you are like up here somewhere. So before you come off of that wall, make sure your guy's finished scanning. And then once he's finished scanning and you see that he's done scanning, then you can start moving. I think sometimes in games we're a little too quick to come off walls.
May I try when I go in first? May I try that first? Can I do that?
Yeah, I don't know who. Yeah, whoever needs to go in
That's me.
first.
That's me. All right.
All right.
Let me close the door. All right.
All right, gun up, Mom. Oh, keep your gun up. Put your gun up. There you go. Or
Last room. All
already.
clear.
All right. Cool. That was good. All right, so let's change the dead space up a little bit, and so you guys can all come in and see what we're gonna do here. Actually, no. Quick, you're over there. Quick, stand against
Yep.
this wall.
A door.
All right. So we're gonna pretend Quick is an open door. If I can get 6-1 again, you guys can stay in the room.
Can't we just like mark it out with bullet holes?
Yeah, I tried that, but you can't see it from long distance, so I kind of use people now. Like it works, don't get me wrong, but you just can't see it from like back here. Like I can't see I can't see those bullet holes from right where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why we don't do that. All right, so get against the wall. We're wasting time.
Okay.
Oh, this wall in the room.
Oh.
All right, so where Quick is standing will be an open door. Okay. Okay, you notice how we paused before we started moving off the wall? Don't have to be too quick to move off the wall. All right, so I see my open door. What I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start getting ready to put 6-1 in. What I don't want to do is I don't want to keep pieing this out like to the right. Like I don't want to keep doing this, because what's going to end up happening is I'm having to work two things. I'm having to work the dead space that the open door is creating, and I'm also having to work this dead space. And that's just not good. And so what I'm going to do instead, as soon as I see that open door from wherever I was back here. All right, now I see it. I'm just going to start working straight towards the corner. And that way I'm not uncovering anything new. I still see that open door. And now I'm going to just go ahead and put 6-1 in. Crouch for me. There you go. All right. So I'm holding this open door, and 6-1's going to take the corner now. I would advise, if you're a corner boy, that's what we call this. We call it angle man, corner boy. And so I'm the angle man, he's the corner boy. I would advise, since I'm holding this door, 6-1, so he doesn't walk in front of me, I would advise him just to crouch and clear this corner. And so the way I signal that is I give him a little barrel nod, and that puts him in. And now I'm holding this open door, and he's clearing the corner. Once he's done clearing the corner, he can say all clear. That lets me know that this room is clear, but we've got another room to work. And now we're going to start working the other room. So let's simulate that 6-1.
All clear.
All right. Okay, and then we get into a split stack on this open door, and then we make entry. Cool.
Yep.
All right, you guys give it a shot.
So that's an open door. The person that's standing right there.
Yeah, person's
Okay.
at open door.
All right. I'll go ahead.
All right, group 1, give it a shot.
Squeeze.
Good job.
Yep.
Put your gun at low ready, Sosa. What are you looking at? Nothing. You're looking at a wall.
Yeah, move up.
Nope. Pause. So, Clouds,
Yeah.
what you're doing is you're gonna stay on this open door, and Sosa's gonna clear the hard corner. So you
Okay,
just
it close that. Okay, I stay. Okay.
and the way you signal that again is whenever you want Sosa to get in there, is you give him a nice barrel wave. I don't know if you did that. I was behind you, but that's the way you would signal it. Okay. All right.
When he-
Start from
Yeah,
like the walls
Yeah, right
again.
there, right there. Okay.
Yeah, start from like right there.
Right
That's
there?
perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's
All right, you can move up a little bit closer. There you go. Good job on the not last room though. It should be all clear. Okay.
Last room. All clear. Okay. I don't
Just
say
all
last.
clear.
I don't
Do not
say.
say last room at all. Last
Okay.
room means this dead ends, right?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So just
All
all
right.
clear. All right. Good job. Come on out. Next group.
Nice job, bro.
Cheers.
Put your gun pointed. You're holding security. That door opens. ADATs can't do anything. There you go. Make sure his gun is low ready first. Job. All right, start working that dead space. If you guys are like stuck on the wall
Crouch.
for like 10 seconds, no, don't do that yet. Stand up.
Okay.
Check your gun and put your gun at low ready too, Mod.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you can stand up though. All right, you see him now. You see there's a door there. Just start walking towards the corner. Move to your left a little bit as well. There you go. Now, not too close because Mod does have to get in front of you. But whenever you're ready for him to clear the hard corner, give him a barrel wave. Up 40 degrees and down. Okay. There it is. And now you keep holding that door. You can move up behind him. So you're holding that door. All right. What do you call once the room is clear?
All clear.
All right, now start working the next problem. All right. Not bad. Not
We
bad.
done?
Come on out. Yep.
Okay.
All right, one more form of dead space, really probably two more that we're going to cover. And so you guys, recruits, you can come into the room, stand on the wall. The door's in play now. Door on the right's in play. Very good. Come on in. All right, door on the right's in play. Me and 6-1 are gonna work that. We're not gonna work the door stuff anymore, and you guys don't have to work the door stuff anymore. Well, I think you guys are starting to get that. Okay, moving. Hey, you guys get out of. Never mind. Go ahead, 6-1. Just go around them.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
All right, so right now we're in what's called cross coverage. So I've got coverage on this. He's got coverage on this. I'm not exposed at all to this door. As a matter of fact, I can't see anything that's in this door. And he's not exposed to that corner. I can see everything that would come at him in this corner. But at some point, we are going to have to flip. We can't keep going like this, or I'm going to walk in front of his barrel. He's going to walk in front of mine. Right? And so we're going to have to flip this. The way we indicate that is the barrel comes up 45 degrees and then down. And once they come down, we flip. We don't wait. Once they come down, we flip and we just start working. And that's how you deal with those cross cover threats. So we'll show it again. So barrel comes up and down and we flip.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Good. You guys give it a shot. It's group 1. Don't worry about the door stuff.
Oh.
Just be don't worry about opening the door or any of that. Just be on opposite sides. We'll forego that for now.
Oh, okay. All right, let's start. No. Wait, come here. Just go back.
You can still pie if you want. It's fine. Remember to get that whole scan. There you go. Oh, forget about the open door too. Open door, you can stop being an open door if you want.
Yeah.
Clear.
Okay. What's the next call? You clear and then what?
Last room.
Nope, not last room. Look.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Uh,
Clear all clear. Or clear. It's either clear all clear or clear last room. But this is not last
Okay.
room because this room continues, right?
yeah, this. Wait,
Okay,
so
so
I,
once
do
you-
I say clear or he says clear?
So this is one where you would do both, right? So
Okay.
Sosa
I
comes
say,
out.
I say clear.
Sosa comes out. He says clear, and then you would say all clear because you know you're holding on this door, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so
I'm
once
clear.
Sosa realizes it's clear and that there's more to work, he's probably going to start coming around like this. He
Okay.
sees he's looking at a wall. All right, whatever. You go.
Okay.
Boom. Now we can say last room because this room dead ends. Does that make sense?
Can we do that one more time? I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Man.
Go ahead. Start again. Do it again.
Okay. All right.
Don't walk in front of people's barrels. Remember that.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep going.
I didn't even see him. My bad.
All right. If you guys get stuck like that, remember just moving gets people sometimes moving. You don't always have to say moving, but sometimes people get a little stuck. There you go. Just flip. There you go. Don't wait for your partner to flip. Trust him that he's going to flip.
Clear.
Okay.
All clear.
Perfect. Now, what are you looking at, Sosa? Pause.
Oh.
Come back out. Wait for him to put his gun down to low ready, right? So he's looking at a wall. Honestly, as soon as I see that I'm looking at a wall and I think it's mostly clear, I'm going to go to low ready. But now he's low ready. Now you can make entry. There it is. And now what do you say?
All clear.
Last room.
Last room. There it is. Not all clear. Last
All
room. All right. Good job. One more Oh, wait. Is this the second group or the first group?
No,
First.
this the first one. Now is
All right,
the second.
Second
So-
group. Let's go.
Wanted to do a redo myself.
Did you guys do the barrel wave? Maybe you did.
Yeah.
All right, let me walk you through this barrel wave thing one more time. All right, so let us just be me and you, Mob. All right, so Mob, we're looking. I raise my barrel, but I'm also gonna wait for you to raise yours too, and then we're gonna come down. Right? Don't just raise it and come
Okay.
down. Raise it and wait for your partner to raise it, and then come down and then flip. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Go again. Whoever was with Mob. I know sometimes it's difficult to see your partner. That's where the lasers can help. There it is. Good job. Good job. Keep
Oh, you
clearing
don't go in.
it.
You don't go in. You don't go in.
No. Keep clearing. Keep clearing. Keep clearing.
Oh, so I have to
Yeah.
clear this dead space. So then I
Yeah,
can
man.
do
You
this.
can't leave it, right? All right. Clear.
Clear on my end. Moving up.
And Mob, you don't have to go in, but you do need to pie across, right? Because if he's over here, if I'm in the middle of this room, you need to be able to like see what I'm exposed to, right?
You pied.
Remember, wait for him to put his gun to low ready. You walked in front of his barrel there. Well, so just remember to wait for that. All right, does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
All-
let's go.
all good.
We got one more
Last
piece of dead
room.
space. Really, there's a lot more dead space to cover, but we're only going to deal with one more. Sometimes you'll see this type of dead space with like couches and stuff, but it's in this room. So come and stand. I don't care where. Stand somewhere in this room for the recruits anyway. Not everybody. All right, me and 6-1 will work this. Yeah, come on out. Okay, just to show you where I'm looking. All right, hold left, work right. Okay, so maybe this is a couch, maybe it's just like a kitchen island or something. There's something in the middle of the room, and it's a piece of dead space. Once 6-1 says it's clear, I'll call last room because there's no more doors. This kind of dead ends, right? Or I'll call clear and he'll call last room or something. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to clear it at the same time, because if we clear it at the same time, we're just pointing guns at one another, right? So if you see a couch in the middle of the room or like a kitchen island, don't go up and clear it at the same time, right? And so these barricades, they may just be like walls, and it's kind of dumb, but they symbolize any form of dead space. So this could symbolize a couch or a bed or a bookshelf or something. It could be anything. And so you don't want to clear this type of thing simultaneously. This is what we have a hold call is for. A hold call is where you have two directions where you can go, and you're only going to go in one of those directions. So I said hold right, or excuse me, I said hold left and work right. So the right person worked while I held. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I mean, that piece of wall right there is a perfect like representation of what you see in the hospital map is in the bathrooms, in the shower stalls.
Oh God,
Yeah.
don't get me started on that.
And
Yeah.
so this is perfect, like, because you have kind of like a wraparound there, like that.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. So you guys give it a shot. Group 1.
All right.
Squeeze.
Just pretend like you started on in split stacks. Let's pretend like the doors. You've already done the open doors, all the open door
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, you guys can just.
All
play.
right.
Okay, go.
Remember to scan the whole room before you come back to that. So scanning the whole room is really important, by the way, because, like, you know, what if you had an open door over here with a guy with the suspect super deep that clouds couldn't see, right? But you can see it because you're in like the perfect spot to see it. And so scan, make sure that open door is not there, or make sure you don't have like a guy you need to shoot right there, right? Scan all the way and then come back to this. Scan's super important. The reason why people clear rooms wrong is usually because they're not scanning the whole room.
Yeah, still one more time. All right, ready. All right.
Good job.
Hold right, work left.
All right, so left side's working.
Last room clear.
Good. Next group. Good job, guys.
No.
And the other guy doesn't need to go and make sure. Once he calls clear, it's clear. All right, group 2. You almost forgot. I saw you looking the wrong way when you made entry. Clear your corner first. All right, make the next call.
Clear left.
Oh, is it clear left? Because there's a bunch of dead space right here, and so maybe it's not clear left. Maybe there's a guy right here, right? It's not clear left, so there needs to be... Are you saying you're going to clear left?
Oh, yeah, I was telling him to go up on it.
Oh, okay. So
Clear.
just be careful about using clear left, because that can mean the left side of the room is clear. You can say hold right, clear left. That's fine. Or you could say work left or something along
So
those
it's
lines.
based on context.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you could say, for instance, we don't have an example of it in here, but let's say there was a wall in the middle of this. Like this is a big T instead of just one wall. There's 2 walls. So this wall here and another wall that connects it here. And so someone might come this way and then he's looking at a wall and he doesn't know if the other side is clear. And so you might say clear right. And it lets the person on the left know that he still has to go up and clear his. And then I'll put myself in an angle man corner boy situation. All right, so just be careful about just saying clear left, because that might mean something. I would say hold right, clear left, or hold right, work left, something along those lines.
All right.
All right, cool. Start from there. You can start from right where you are.
Okay. Work left, hold right.
All right, left side should work.
Clear.
Last room. Good job.
Oh. Okay, last room.
No,
okay,
that's
got
perfect. That's perfect. You say clear, the other person responds with the last room. So
Oh,
that's perfect.
okay, I get it.
You're good. All right, so that's dead space. That's the only. There are other forms of dead space. We're not gonna talk about those for the sake of time. Let's move to hallways. Talk a little bit about hallways. So what I want us to do is I want us to start pretending a little bit. I don't want to remove from this shoot house, so we'll stay in this shoot house. What we're going to pretend is this is an L-shaped hallway that goes left. All of the doors are out of play. So come and take a journey with me. This door here, this door is out of play. As a matter of fact, let me just put a wedge on it. So door's out of play. This door, also out of play. Throw a wedge on this door too. Okay? But the doors on this door on the end here is in play. Okay? So what we're going to pretend is, we'll pretend there's a wall here. This is just an L shape instead of a T shape. So it's an L shape intersection. And we're also going to pretend that there's a wall right here. And so another L shape. And so this is a hallway that essentially looks like a U. All right. So an L shape and then an L shape. What I want to talk about real quick is I want to talk about how to work L shape intersections. Okay. So you guys can stand over here somewhere, and me and 6-1 will talk a little bit about that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go over there on the other side, so you can watch from over there. All right. So once we decide that we're going to work an L-shape intersection, how many people do you think is required to work an L-shape? Hey, buddy.
2,
Uh,
3.
two.
Just 2 people. 2 people to work an L-shape intersection. And so what we're going to do is we're going to send those 2 people to work the L-shape, and those are the only people we're going to send. And so someone's going to be like, hey, go work the L-shape, and me and 6-1 are going to be the people to work it, essentially. We'll talk more about that once we get into a little bit further in. And so we're going to start working this L-shape, me and 6-1. And it's going to be the same thing that you guys saw earlier, right? Remember when you were working that dead space in that big room? One person has their gun at low ready, and he's looking at the other person, and the other person is clearing it out from the outside. So clearing. Once I see that it's clear, once I'm happy and I see, okay, that's an L shape, get off my wall, 6-1. You can come out. I wouldn't expect 6-1 to pick up any slack here. I would expect him to stay on that wall. Sometimes 6-1, and I know we haven't talked about this, sometimes what people will do is they'll come out to see if a door is open or closed or not, and then they'll come back. And then, so what this other person's going to do is he's just going to pin his gun on the wall. And that lets 6-1 know that he's now making the decision, so to speak, right? And so that's how you would deal with L shapes, okay? So the outside person would come out. He'd come out until he's happy, he can see. And then once he's happy, he's going to pin this wall and essentially lock this hallway down. And now he's securing this hallway from concealment, right? Hey, buddy, are you okay? You need some help? Okay. Goodness, he didn't get his nap. What we don't want to do is we don't want to just be holding the hallway from out here, because there's no, like, if this is an L shape, if this is just a wall, then you're so far from your last point of concealment. You'd have to run all the way over here, right? And so you don't want to be like way out here. So you can be out here for a second to look and see what you got, but then you're going to make your way out here. You're not going to stay on the outside. All right, so why don't you guys work that out? You guys can work out, group 1 can work out the L shape.
Well, we don't move up to the hallway. We just do that first segment.
Yeah, let's just do the first segment. We'll talk about the next segment here in a little bit once we talk about full team stuff.
Just go with me.
All right, so you guys are, all right, your gun should be low ready. There it is. Because, I mean, again, like, I can't sneak up on you, dude. Like, can you see me, Clouds?
No.
But guess who can? Sosa can. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sneaking up on you. Just trust your partner that he's going to deal with any threats. Your gun will be at low ready, and you're looking at him. Because the reason why you're looking at him, maybe this door right here is open, and he wants to put you in, like we talked about earlier. Remember, we talked about that Angleman corner boy, and he put you in? So you need to be eyes on him in case he wants to put you in.
Okay.
But again, that door's out of play. Nope. Should be Sosa, right? Sosa was the one working that? Yeah, so
Okay.
first 2. Whoever the first 2 is, let it be Clouds and Sosa for now.
Yeah.
But it's going to be... so ADAT's back off. We don't... Yeah, back off somewhere else.
Okay.
Perfect.
Who am I working? There's 2 guys with me.
Clouds and Sosa. Clouds and
Okay.
Sosa.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You don't have to go. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to see. Maybe,
Yeah.
again, he wanted to see. Perfect. And now he's locking this hallway down. He's made himself small. That's another good thing you can do. He's made himself small, and now what's going to happen is the next decision is essentially going to be made. An intersection like this is called a decision or a reset point. Cool. All right, next 2.
And what about me when I just hold the angle with him? For Clouds is asking. Do I hold the angle when he?
Where were you?
He was crouched and I was
he's holding
behind
it,
him.
right? He's holding it. You're not holding anything. Right?
Okay.
One gun per threat.
I just stay in the corner with him then.
Yeah, I will show you what to do. We'll show you what to do a little bit later, but he's holding it. We're not trying to put 2 guns on this threat unless we have to. Again, we got if there are 2 threats, if there's an open door and a corner, then we're gonna do that. But 1 gun per threat. All right, next group.
Dope.
Okay, go ahead.
One of you should be on the outside. So whoever wants to be on the outside, go ahead and start. The outside person's working.
Oh, wait. So,
I actually missed that. Did that look good, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good. All right, let's talk about what you would do next. And so let me get. Actually, let me just get 6-1.
Okay.
We'll pretend it's just the 2 of us. All right, so you guys, you can go watch. Me and 6-1 will work this.
You got 3 more if you need.
All right, 8H, you can go over there. Hello.
I think it's
All
there.
right.
Oh, there it is.
All right, yeah, go over there. You can go. You can watch from there. All right. So 6-1, why don't you be the angle man? I'll be corner boy for this. All right. So we've already been given the command to work the L shape. I'm looking at him. He's working. He's working. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do and this gets into sort of full team clearance. We'll explain more as we go along, and it'll make more sense as we go along. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start looking, because this is called a decision point, and this is where we want to make decisions. Let me tell you where we don't want to make decisions. We don't want to make decisions in the middle of the hallway like this, because again, we don't have cover or concealment in the middle of a hallway. Here we do. If someone starts firing, we can just back up or throw a grenade or something along those lines. So this is where we're going to make decisions from. And so in order to really see, I might ask 6-1, hey, 6-1, come out to your right. In real life, I'd just drag him. I'd just bring him with me. Come out to your right a little bit more. Let's go about halfway into the hall. All right, let's go back. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, 6-1. We're going to work the L shape. Remember, that's an L shape up there. That's not a T shape. All right, so we're gonna work the, hold on, come back. I want to explain the whole thing for him real quick. All right, we're going to work this L shape. I need to look back to make sure I have the people I need. How many people do you need to work an L shape again?
2.
2. There it is. So I'm going to look at 6-1 and be like, hey, we're going to work the L shape. We've already got the 2, so I'm going to give him a squeeze. Once he gets that squeeze, he's going to start working. And it looks like I'm the corner boy again because he's taking the outside. He doesn't have to take the outside, but he's chosen to. That's fine with me. And we're going to work this L shape. Again, behind 6-1 is just a wall. That's fine. And now he's pinned the angle. And so this is another decision point. Be like, 6-1, what do you got? Oh, I see a door. Oh, good. I see the door too. And so now we're going to decide what we're going to do. We're not going to decide it in the middle of the hallway. We're going to decide from right here where it's safe. All right. Bye, ADATs. You need to come back in? Your game crash?
Yeah, crashed.
All right. Stand by. I'm going to finish this for the rest of the guys, then we'll get you back in. All right. So I'm going to be like, hey, let's work the closed door. Give him a squeeze. How many people do we need to work a door? 2 people. Just 2. Right? So only 2 people are going to be in this hallway, and the rest are going to be kind of in the back watching, but you guys can come up and see what we're going to do.
It's basically the same thing from the beginning when you get into this door.
Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. And then we're going to make entry. Boom. That's how we do it. Okay? Makes sense?
Right. Yep.
All right, let's go back to lobby. I'm going to show you guys a video. And let's get ADATs back, except for that one over there. And this is a big U-shaped hallway, right? So not a T-shape right here, big U-shape. That door's in play, but that's the only one. So that's what we'll pretend. All right, 6-1, let me get you up front. All right, everyone hop into this room. Trainees and everyone else too.
Who has the microwave mic?
All right. 6-1. Where are you at? Still in here?
It's not in.
Oh, okay.
Just get Murph's. He's here.
Yeah, Murphs, come up. Where are you?
Coming.
There you
coming.
are.
I was outside.
Get
I was
over
outside.
here, Murphs.
Yep, I'm here. I'm sorry.
All right. So we'll pretend like this is our primary entry point. We're gonna enter from. I mean, I know it's weird. We're already in the building, but let's just again put on the pretend glasses here. And so, Murphs, what I want you to do is I want you to hold security from this doorway into the hallway, looking left.
Copy.
Yeah, just hold it. Yeah, perfect. All right, so he's holding security. The way we typically run things is that the people who are holding security are not making decisions. And so it's going to be one of us making a decision. Since I'm the next one up, or the team leader. Team leader can make decisions all the time. But since I'm the next one up to Murphs, I'm going to tell him what to do next. And so, Murphs, what do you see? You see an L shape going left. And so I'm going to tell Murphs, okay, work the L shape. And I'll give him a squeeze. He's going to start working the L shape. I'm coming out like this. All right, let's pause here. Okay, so what the team is going to do, the team, and let's pretend Beard is the team. Beard's they're not coming out into the hall, or who else? Quick, yeah, Quick, you could be the team.
I can.
Get out here.
Okay.
All right, the team isn't coming out. They're going to stay right here, keeping an eye out on everything, right? But they're not going to enter this hallway because hallways are dangerous. They're not going to enter the hallway until we at least lock this area down. All right. So I come up, I lock this area down. Now the team can come up. So Quick can come up, and the rest of the team that's in that room, they can come up and stack up behind us now. But Murphs is going to make the next call. There's only one call to make because there's only an L shape, right?
Work the L shape.
Okay. So again, only two people, just me and Murphs, not anybody else. We're going to start working this L shape. Now I'm giving Murph the outside. So he's on the outside. He's working the L shape. You can work it from as deep as you want, Murphs. There it is. And the rest of the team, they're back there. They're chilling. We don't need a million people in this hallway.
That space left.
All right.
3.
It's all right.
2.
No, we're not flipping. This is not a T. Sorry. Not a T intersection. Just an L shape.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Moving. Close door. Right.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to come and look. Now that this hallway's locked down, the rest of the team can come up now. What we're trying to prevent is, and I've seen this in Ready or Not, but happens in real life too. What we're trying to prevent is a bad guy being right here, sticking his gun around the corner and just blindly spraying and killing like half the team because the whole team is in the hallway. That's what we're trying to prevent. Now that Murphs has locked this down, we don't have to worry about that. So the team can start coming up and we can start making the next call. Now I can make the next call because I'm closest to Murphs and I'm not doing anything, but Quick can make the call too if he wants. But I'm right here, so I might as well just make the call. I'm looking, I see there's a door. All right, let's work the closed door. And again, we're making all decisions. We're making all of our decisions from concealment or cover. And since there's only one door, the rest of the team can start getting close if they want. If there are a million doors in this hall, the rest of the team might just want to stay back. But it's only this one door, and me and Murphs are looking at the one door. We have security on the one door, and so the rest of the team could come up if they wanted to.
Working door. Safe. Left, no factor. Moving right.
Put your hands where I can
Okay.
see them.
Good.
Clear.
Nice.
And honestly, yeah, good job. All right, so let's introduce something new now. So this time, let's pretend this is a T intersection now. It's no longer an L shape. So we've got Murphs. Let's pretend you're locking that down. Okay. Who else we got? We got Quick and Vladik as teammates. Go ahead and hop in. All right, Murphs, come out. Come out to your right. About the middle of the hallway. Come out to your right. All right, now I see. Perfect. Come back. And see, Murphs is my body block. He's my shield. He takes bullets for me. And so now I'm going to make the next call. The next call is going to be work the T intersection. How many people do we need to work a T intersection?
2.
Yeah, just 2. Remember, we've talked about that before. All right, so I'm going to be like, hey, let's work the T. And I'm going to give him a squeeze. And the rest of the team is not going to come up. Just me and Murphs. The rest of the team will come up once we've locked these hallways down.
That's base, right?
Okay, we'll flip. And now that we've locked it down, now the team can come up and make the next call. What kind of call is this where we have 2 directions where we can go?
So-called way we want to start with.
Whenever there's 2 directions that we can travel in, what kind of call is that? We talked about it in that room with that barricade in the middle.
Work right, hold left.
Yes, there it is. Hold call. And so this is going to be, someone's going to come behind us. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Vladik or Quick at this point, but someone's going to take the initiative and make the call. So they're going to look at where Murphs has. They're going to look behind Murphs, see like, okay, Murphs, what do you got? They're going to look behind me. They're going to be like, and then they're just going to make a decision based off of what they see. Here, it's kind of a wash. It doesn't really matter. I mean, Murph's door is open, so I'd probably take the open first, but.
Everybody has a leadership role then, in a way.
Yeah, and the calls are, and let me pause there before you guys work left. The calls are super simple. They're work calls. They're either work calls or bump calls. And so we're not trying to micromanage. We're not trying to say, you button hook this way, you button hook that way, you look up at the balcony. The calls don't have to be that complicated. If they are that complicated, then yeah, I can understand the need for a team leader. But everyone should be able to make really simple calls, right?
Yeah.
And so if it's just a work left or right call, anybody can make that call.
If we work,
and so,
if we work in a train, the TL can end up being as like a second man or a point man in the dire situation anyway. So, like anybody needs to be able to make a call based on the situation.
Yep. And so you guys can continue. I know you said work left.
Moving.
See, at this point, I'm not moving. I'm going to stay my black self right here because I'm behind concealment and I can see this door. And so it's just perfect. Right? All right. Good job. Let's come back. And let's talk about 4-way intersections now.
Sorry.
So let's pretend that the door that Sosa is in is a hallway and not a door. If it's a door, we would handle it different, but it's just a hallway going forward. How many people do you think we need to work that?
Wait, there's a wall here, a wall right here, and then there's just one door down the hall.
So let's just pretend this is a hallway. So it's a big X-shaped hallway or T-shaped, not T-shaped, a big cross-shaped hallway, plus-shaped hallway, right? It's a 4-way intersection, right? So we got a hallway going this way, hallway going this way, and a hallway going this way.
Okay.
Okay. How many people do we need to work that?
3.
Yeah, we need 3. And so let's come back here. Let's put Murphs back at his point position where he was at. All right. I'll be like, Murphs, what do you got? He'll be like, oh, I got a 4-way hallway or a plus-shaped hallway, whatever. Okay, perfect. I know exactly how many people I need for that. How many people do I need? I need 3. So I'm going to look back, make sure I've got 3. I do have 3. Let's work the 4-way.
Moving.
All right. So I'm coming out. We got one person holding middle, holding the sides, 2 people holding the sides. We'll flip. All right, done. And then one person holding the middle. And then the rest of the team can come up at this point, or really probably just one person, honestly. One person would come up and make the next call about where we're going to go. It's either going to be front, right, or center. Really, it's going to be right or center. You never want to work through the middle. That's how you get flanked. Always work the edges first. And so
you would hold left, work right?
All right, hold left, work right. We're moving. You would actually wait for the squeeze, right? Hold left, work right, and then you're also going to tell them to do something else. It'd probably be something like hold left, work right, and work the closed door, right? There's a closed door. Okay, so I get a squeeze, and then we're going to start working that. All right. I need to go over bump calls. So a bump call is a call to cross a closed or open door. Okay, it's a call to cross a threshold. And so Murphs, why don't you come over here and hold security to the north this way from this intersection right here. Okay, nope, to the north. There it is. Okay, so we got me and the rest of the team right over here. We see that there are 2 closed doors, or actually we can't tell if they're closed or not. So I might be like, hey, Merce, move off to your left. Keep coming left. Left until we can see the door. All right, 2 closed doors. All right, Merce, let's go back. All right, and so this is where bump calls will come into play. Okay, so bump 1 means we're going to cross 1 door. Bump 2 means we're going to cross 2 doors. Now, the simple rule is, here's the amount of people you need. It's bump number plus 1. And so if I say bump 1, we need 2 people. If I say bump 2, we need 3 people. If I say bump 3, we need 4 people, right? So it's the number plus 1, essentially. So if I say Murphs, we're going to bump 1. That means we only need 2 people. So bump 1, squeeze. He's going to go right past, and I'm going to pick up security. And then what do you think happens here? Then the next person comes up, and it starts from what we learned at square 1. Now he's picking it up. I'm going across. Boom. See how that works together? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. Come back, Murphs. We'll do the same thing. Now we'll do bump 2.
Copy.
All right. So bump 2, how many people do we need?
3.
3 people. So I might be like, all right, Murphs, we're going to bump 2. I'm going to look back, make sure I got the people, and then give them a squeeze. All right. Going ahead. And now I've got security. And now Murphs is kind of in the position to make a call, or he's stuck because it looks like Vladik is making the call. That's perfectly fine. And then this whole thing starts over, right? From the very beginning, from square 1, where we're working doors. All right, good job. They call what?
Yeah.
Not just clear, but
All clear.
not just
Okay.
all clear, but no, not all clear.
Also last room.
Last room.
Last
The reason why they need to call a last room is because we in the hallway, we're not going to work until they're done. So we're not going to keep working until we hear last room. So that's why it's important to say that.
They could be connecting rooms in this case.
Yeah.
There could be a connecting threshold
Arms
interior.
outstretched.
All right. Work left, hold right. Clear. Last room. And then the train keeps moving after we call last room. Right? We actually don't need to hold rear because of the way we've cleared. The way this system works is you typically don't have to hold rear because of the way you end up actually going through and clearing the building. All right, let's let you guys try.
What do we do? Yep. Which one? The T?
Yeah.
Which?
Let's do it. Let's do it. This door's in play now, though. This door's in play.
Okay.
Just this one. And the door's on the end. Not this one here.
Oh,
Forget this.
God.
We'll pretend this is a T intersection.
Is there a wall
But this
there?
door's in play.
Down there? Over there?
Oh,
No,
the
it's a T-
moonwalk
it's a
is
T
happening
shape.
again.
Facing east is a T hallway.
T shape?
Oh, so we got a T-shaped hallway? Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. This door here is out of play. Okay. Boom.
Okay.
Out of play because it has a big hole in it.
Yeah, technical
Alright.
difficulties on my end.
Who is that? ADATS?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, brother. Are you watching the stream?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try and get you back in once we run it through. All
No,
right,
it's
so
not like I Wait. Did it just start? You're fucking kidding me.
Is it recording all this, right? We'll get to see
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah,
Review it.
yeah.
all right, Sosa, hop on this corner. We're gonna be looking that way. Rest of the team is behind Sosa.
Yep.
The rest of the recruits, go ahead. There should be one more, right? There we are. And
I'll go on
we'll get behind you guys. I'll join this stack as well.
No, that's it.
All right. Oh, ADATS is here. Never mind.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, you're moonwalking on my screen again. It's just, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird. All right, let's start working this.
Yeah, European.
I'll walk you through it, but use some of the stuff you've learned. And so, Clouds, are you holding security?
Yes.
What are you holding security on? The door?
Yeah, the door.
If it were open, I would get that. But since it's not open,
Okay.
I would
so
just
check
let
behind.
Sosa. I would just let Sosa hold the whole thing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Are we using this door in play?
Yeah, it's in play. Not
Yeah,
the
'cause-
long one, not the far one, but that one, yes.
And there is an L shape too.
T shape.
T shape, sorry.
All right. So what are we gonna do?
He starts pushing
Bump
up.
1, I think.
No.
Bump 1.
Okay, that's a good call, but I would argue there's a better call. Bump 1's a good call. Good job, Sosa. You're thinking, but before you again, Sosa. Clouds. Here's the thing about just pushing up. We're not trying to make calls in the middle of the hallway. Let's make
Yeah.
all of our decisions from back here where it's safe. Where if someone starts shooting, we can just all back up and start throwing gas or something, right? So if we start making calls in the hallway, that's just a bad decision to try and figure out your bearings, right? And so make the call from right here, Sosa. You see a door. What can we do to close doors? Or what do we have to do to close doors, especially if we have long security? What do we have to do? Got to bump it, right? So bump 1 might be a good start, right?
Bump 3, maybe.
But do you want to just bump 1 and not work this T intersection?
No, bump
No.
2.
So here's the call. I'm teaching you something new now. You can say something like bump 1 and work the T. Okay. You can say bump 1 and work the open space. So now you've got to start thinking math, right? If you say bump 1 and work the T, how many people do you need?
3.
4.
Okay, so how many people do you need for the bump 1?
2.
You need 2, and then you need at least another person to work the T, right?
Yeah, so it's 3, yeah.
So 3 total. Okay, and so let's
All right.
make that happen. All right, so you can call for that, Cloud. So you can say, all right, we're gonna bump 1 and work the T, but make sure you've got the people you need. Make sure you've got 3.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, go in front of me.
Bump 2.
Nope, bump 1, work the T. There is no bump 2.
Okay.
Are there 2 thresholds?
No. Okay, so it's bump 1, work the T.
Yep. And once you have 3 people, give Sosa the squeeze. Go, 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 go. Go with the mob. Remember, they need 3. There it is. Okay. There you go. All right. So let me pause. This is good, but there's something to notice here.
Yeah.
Cloud, what are you holding? You're holding this, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sosa, what are you holding? You're holding this, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what are you holding, mob?
The door.
The door.
The door on the right.
This door here? Because this door's out of play.
Oh.
There it is. This door right here. This is the door you're holding. Now, are you holding it from the hinge side or the handle side? Because if that door comes open, what's going to happen? There you are, my man. All right, so that's it. So Clouds, look your way.
Yep.
And now before the rest of the team, we're back here, like keeping an eye out, and you guys got to flip that corner.
Yeah.
Remember, because we're working the T. So you guys will go ahead and work the T.
Yeah. Flip.
There it is. Good job. That was beautiful. And then the rest of the team comes up. We'll start working stuff. Get behind some concealment, Clouds. Don't get out into the middle of the hallway. There you go.
Door on the right.
Bang, bang, bang.
Close door on the right.
Okay, you don't need to call it out at this point because we're not even there to make that call.
Okay.
You got it. Oh, look your way. Remember, look the way you're going. Like, what if there's a trash can here, dude, and you're walking backwards into the trash can? Look the way you're going.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna pretend let's just pretend like we're clearing this room. Okay. Pretend like we're doing it all right. All right. Last room. Now that we call last room, let me pause it. Let's pretend that who can I put in the mix? Quick. Get in the mix.